Marriage can get messy, but with God, we stay steady.
This is Staying Afloat with VJ and Camille. Welcome back to Staying Afloat with VJ and Camille.
Yes, so this is season 2, and for this, we will be making a series, Love No. So we're gonna be talking about the...
Common marital conflicts.
Yes, so ano ba yung mga typical na pag-aawayan, na pag-argue, or hindi na pagkakaintindihan in a marriage? And usually, marami kasi yun eh. But we're gonna start today with
Money.
money. Yes.
Money.
Money, and for me, I think this is a big topic because first, it's hard to talk about it. Parang in a marriage, ito yung medyo you're tiptoeing around money problems. It's either that or full-on attack. Kasi syempre, lahat tayo kailangan natin ng money
Money.
in order to survive, to, you know, sa day-to-day life natin, sa pangangailangan natin, it's like a need. Kaya yung stress at pressure dito parang ang taas-taas din.
Right. So for this afternoon, we're going to be talking about, again, money, but we're going to be discussing things na kumbaga dissect natin to. So we're going to be talking about bills. We're going to be talking about debts. We're going to be talking about impulsive buying.
Ooh.
Bakit?
Wala lang.
We're going to be talking about how to budget your finances.
Yes.
So these are the things that we will tackle this afternoon.
So first, let's talk about why is it stressful, especially in a marriage, pagdating sa pera, love. Ano ba ang nagiging common problem natin pagdating dito? First is that, syempre, most couples, as they enter into a marriage, syempre magkaiba sila ng spending style
There
or
you go.
spending habits. So when you come together, first thing kasi is that kailangan mo talaga mag-adjust. I think that's the reality of being in a marriage. You no longer think about yourself anymore, but you now have to plan together with your spouse. Hindi na pwedeng maisipan mo lang gagawin mo na. Kailangan dalawa na kayo at you will have to consult someone. And for someone na hindi sanay sa ganong kalakaran, syempre love, ang laking adjustment nun.
Oo naman.
So it really takes a lot of understanding about this new season of your life as you enter marriage na mag-a-adjust at mag-a-adjust ka talaga pagdating sa pera. I think it's the realization of that. Kasi kapag dun pa lang, nag-struggle ka na, tapos hindi mo matanggap na bakit mo kailangan sabihin lahat yung expenses mo sa asawa mo, then it's really gonna be a problem.
Kasi di ba, remember na pag-usapan natin to before, one of the principles in marriage is unity. Di ba, love?
Yes,
Kailangan
yes.
we are all united in all aspects of our lives, especially when we get married. So, kasi magkaiba tayo. Na-mention mo kanila, magkaiba tayo. One is a saver, one is a spender.
Yes.
Or number 2 is yung isa who wants to take the lead, but the other one avoids it.
Yes.
So sa ating relationship, who is a spender and who is a saver?
That's a trick question. Hindi, joke lang daw. I think I am more of the spender. Admittedly.
Talaga?
Kakainis. I am the spender, love. You are the saver. Like, sobra-sobre.
Paano mo nasabi?
Okay, this is my example. Every time he needs to buy clothes, na kailangan niya na talagang bilhin kasi yung mga damit niya, dahil sa paulit-ulit, dahil konti lang, namumuti na. Diba, love?
Hindi naman.
Oo, kaya. So, every time we would, like, finally, he will realize na kailangan niya nang bumili ng bagong damit. So, whenever we would go to the mall, we would go to this specific shop that he really loves. And then, pupunta lang siya doon, mag-a-add to cart siya, pero hindi namin babayaran. So, mga 3 beses namin gagawin yun. So, nasanay na rin ako na window shopping lang up until probably the 5th time. I-check out niya na yun. Pero pag nakikita niya na tumataas na yung numbers dun sa cash register, binabawasan na naman niya. So, ganun yung level of being a saver talaga. Ikaw, love.
What's your question? Ano yung question mo ngayon?
Wala akong question. I'm just sharing that you are that kind of a saver. Very practical when it comes to spending, and parang talagang ang tagal mong iisipin kung kailangan mo talaga, or parang kailangan dumating dun sa punto na kailangan na bago mo siya bilhin.
Oo, tama. Tama yun. I would agree with that kasi there are things na tinatanong ko yung sarili ko. Before I purchase or before I buy something for myself, yung talagang para sa akin lang, no? Kasi syempre, I would always think of my family's needs before yung pangangailangan ko. I
Mm.
ask questions bago ko bilhin kasi most of us, we are very impulsive
Mm.
when buying things. So, ang tinatanong ko muna sa sarili ko, do I need it now? Second, can I afford it? Kapag
Mm.
sinabi kong can I afford it, yung tipong pag binili ko to ng dalawa, tatlong beses, I won't even feel yung in-spend kong pera. So, andun
Mm.
ako sa level na magsispend lang ako if I have this much money and if I only need it.
Yeah.
So, yun ang akin, my love.
That's true. That's true. And you have been constantly teaching me that.
Ikaw naman, love. Ikaw dati si Camille, ano naman to eh, very honest naman tong asawa ko. Before talaga spender siya. But now, I've seen a lot of improvement sa asawa ko. Dati, bibili yan, basta kahit saan siya magpunta, kailangan meron siyang binibili.
Mm.
At yung binibili niya, hindi siya ganun,
Kanid.
hindi siya ganun kanid. And not only that, love, no, pricey talaga siya. And if you're going to think about it, kailangan kaya ng asawa ko to. Minsan natatakot akong tanungin siya. It's because baka mamaya ma-offend siya. But, love, sobrang nag-improve ka. On that note,
Thanks for your modeling, love. Like, kasi every time I would see you, tapos makikita ko na yun yung, capsule hindi pa na-invento yung capsule wardrobe. Ganun na siya.
ano yung capsule wardrobe?
Capsule wardrobe, love, is just, you have, it's minimalist. You have probably like, konting jeans lang, konting shirts lang, as in konting gamit, tapos mini-mix and match mo lang siya. And it will last you for a
Capsule
very
closet.
long time. Oo. Kaya siya tinawag na ganun kasi konti,
Konti lang.
pero marami siyang uses. So, hindi pa siya masyadong napag-uusapan ever since yun na talaga yung lifestyle niya. And he has really greatly influenced me in that, na parang, kaya naman pala mag-survive ng ganito. So, parang, dun ko rin nakita na I'm really spending on a lot of things na hindi kailangan, to a point na it's piling up a lot of things na hindi talaga need, na nagiging clutter lang din
Clutter.
eventually. So, there. So, yun ang dynamics namin when it comes to
Finances.
finances. So, let's go to our first point, bills and monthly obligations, love. So, syempre ito, necessity to eh. Kailangan talaga tong bayaran. And these are the things that we can't miss. And one of the things that we can share in this topic is that pagdating sa pagbabayad ng mga
Bills.
bills. So there was a time before na sa sobrang disorganized or walang alignment, nung puputulan kami ng internet, 'di ba, love?
Yeah.
Napuputulan kami ng cellphone line. But thankfully, never naman kami naputulan ng kuryente tsaka ng
No, love. Remember,
What?
oo lang, hindi mo alam. See, hindi mo alam. So, I think we were out of the country.
Tapos?
Tapos, si Buboy, our driver, or I don't remember if it was the driver or the helper.
Sa QC ba 'to?
Hindi, dito to. Kasi hindi natin nakikita yung bills. I think ito yung mga unang nag-move kami sa new home natin. Tapos nandyan na daw sa labas yung magpuputol ng kuryente. Sabi,
Gugupit.
gugupitin na. Tapos sabi ko, what? First time ko may experience yung
Yes,
gugupitin
yes.
yung kuryente namin. Sabi mo, sandali lang, magbabayad ako sa
Babayaran natin. Oh.
magbabayad ako sa online ngayon because we
Yes,
were
yes.
out of the country.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
sabi ko, wow, grabe yung experience yun. But, going back to that note lang, because we were not so organized.
Yeah.
Hindi natin alam yung mga kailangan bayaran mo, yung kailangan kong bayaran. Kasi syempre, kailangan hati tayo. Ibig ko sabihin,
Yes.
we are as one, pero ibig sabihin, okay, love, itong bills na to, sa'yo to.
Yes.
Itong bills ng mga bata, sa school, allowance,
Sa bahay.
operational expense natin sa akin. Kumbaga, ganun yung hatian namin.
Yes,
Before,
yes.
wala talaga.
Oo.
So, nangyari yun. So, sabi ko, wow,
That's
first
true.
time ever to,
Oo, correct. So ngayon, meron na kaming alignment. Meron na kaming nakakalendar na sa amin yung mga due date. And even when it comes to credit card bills, we are, we make sure that we pay it on time, di ba, love? Parang I remember those were one of our stressors before kasi when we don't pay it on time, may interest kasi siya. At sobrang sayang syempre sayang yun. Kung may pangbayad ka naman, why pay for interest when you can actually pay on time? So those were the things that we had to navigate early on in our marriage so that maayos namin our bills. Kasi need talaga siya. Our
Right.
grocery shopping, ganyan. Yung pagbili-bili ng mga pagkain sa labas. Yan. Siguro kung meron man kaming quirk ni Lovey, we like to eat together with our family. So those are the things that we somehow spend on. Not really on things, but more on experiences with our children.
And
So,
hindi lang yung love. So, ang ginawa na natin ngayon, before the start of the year, ito yan, December yan, ito yung time na we will sit down each other at
mm-mm.
pag-uusapan namin, magba-budget kami for next
Yeah.
year. How much we spent last year and moving forward, paano natin to ina-navigate? Para at
Yes.
least we are all aligned.
That's
We are
true.
both aligned.
Correct.
And next siguro, love, let's talk about debt.
Yes. Debts.
What about
Ooh.
debts, Lovey?
Debts. Ito kasi mahirap to eh. Kasi, it's an obligation. And pangalawa, love, may pressure kasi siyang kasama eh. Kasi alam mong kailangan mo siyang mapunuan kada buwan. So, it can be a cause of conflict. Kasi, kailangan yung i-pressure, lalo na kung sino yung, the provider of the home, kailangan niya ma-meet yun. Kasi kailangan mabayaran yun by hook or by crook. So, debt, whenever we have debts, for us, thankfully, love, no, medyo nagkakaintindihan tayo dun sa aspect na yun, na we don't want to have a lot of debts. Kumbaga kami, we made sure na kung meron man kaming ganon, afford namin siyang bayaran. And we both agree not to borrow money that we think is something na parang sobra kaming magiging stress para lang ma-meet yung need na yun. Tama ba, love?
Tama.
Yun. So parang I think between a husband and wife, kailangan pag-usapan nyo yun na hanggang saan ba yung kaya natin.
Tama yan. Kasi sabi mo, love, kanina, di ba? It becomes a stress. Akala kasi natin, it's not easy na palagi mo siyang iisipin. Every month na lang, oh, I need to save money or I need to pay on this debt.
Mm-mm.
And, ang nagsasuffer din yung relationship niyo together. Eh. We know naman na we need, money for us to live. Pero wag tayong umutang nang hindi naman natin siya kayang bayaran. Because
Yes.
magsasuffer is our relationship with each
Right.
other. Pag-aawayan natin yung pera. Kasi ikaw, umutang ka ng ganito, hindi ko naman sinabing umutang ka.
Yes. So, kailangan maging honest din. We've heard some problems, marital problems, na yun palang isa sa kanila, baon na pala sa utang.
I know who you're talking about, my love.
Actually, medyo marami tayong nakikilala na ganun yung problems nila.
Like millions, like
Oo.
millions.
And then, because there is no financial honesty, hindi alam nung spouse or nung isa sa kanila. Una, hindi alam kung magkano bang pera meron ka. This is the problem when separate kayo ng bank accounts. Like, may pera ko, pera mo. I believe for some, it might work. Maybe for some, it does work. But the reality of that is that kung wala akong idea kung magkano yung pera mo, it becomes a competition rather than unity. Ang nangyayari, love, magbibilangan tayo. So ngayon, kunwari, ito meron kaming ganitong case na kakilala na may pera yung wife, tapos yung husband naman parang hindi siya masyadong magaling mag-handle ng finances. So ang nangyayari, si wife, tinatago niya yung pera niya. Kahit yung husband niya walang pera, kasi feeling niya kapag siya na naman yung magpo-provide, hindi na naman kikilos yung asawa niya. Hindi mag-e-effort na mag-provide. Tapos si husband naman, dahil ganun yung way niya of handling finances, laging ubos-ubos. Pag may pera, bibilin yung kailangan sa bahay tapos hindi nakakapag-save. So, lagi lang na parang walang financial stability.
Right.
So, it's hard because it becomes like instead of you guys being united and planning, ang nangyayari, may pera ako pero hindi ko ilalabas, iipitin ko to hanggang huli, tapos emergency na lang talaga by the time that I am able to put it out. And I don't think that works in a marriage, love. Hindi talaga siya uubra. Kailangan talaga pareho kayo ng planning. Kailangan pareho kayo ng goal. Kailangan pareho kayo ng pupuntahan. But here's my question, love. Paano yun kung ang isa sa spouses hindi magaling mag-handle ng pera?
Paano kung isa sa
Sa mag-asawa, oo.
mag-asawa hindi marunong mag-handle ng finances? Well, I want to believe yung isa mas marunong.
So, dapat ba kung sino yung mas marunong, yun yung maghawak ng finances, regardless whether husband or wife yon?
Yes. Yes. Kasi kung alam mo, kasi meron naman tayong strength at saka meron tayong mga weaknesses, di ba? So we have to determine, love, ikaw magaling ka sa accounting, so you handle all the accounting. Ikaw mag-ayos ng finances natin.
Yes.
Pero ikaw naman, hindi ka naman marunong mag-budget or hindi ka
Yes.
marunong mag-spend. Ay,
Mm.
sorry, hindi ka marunong mag-save.
Mhm.
Ang alam mo lang, accounting. So, I will leave it up to you.
Yes.
And then I will make sure na etong strength ko, magamit ko naman ngayon sa iba.
Yes.
So,
I
you have
like
to
that.
select kung sino yung mas may strength when it comes to handling finances.
Yes, I agree.
Pero you need to be as one pa rin, ah. You need to
Oo.
be as one.
Transparency is key.
Yes. Honesty, transparency, accountability, kailangan nandun yun.
It's hard to plan kapag maraming tinatago, love.
You will,
It's impossible
It's impossible.
to plan if you are keeping secrets from your spouse. And I like this principle kasi that we have learned. It's called no shame, no blame policy.
No shame,
No
no
blame.
blame.
Kunwari, meron ka mang kahinaan pagdating sa pag-handle ng finances, walang sisihan, walang pintasan, bawal mag-judge. Because you come in humility and say na, I most of the time mismanage my money. Alam mo yun, parang, and coming into that, yung spouse mo na for us, especially for us, dahil si VJ yung mas saver sa amin, I know for a fact that he is the right person to budget our finances or to really plan our finances kasi siya yung mas may control pagdating dun eh. So we would really talk about that. And thankfully, kahit alam ni Lovey na yun yung kahinaan ko, yung pagsuspend, he wouldn't shame me about it or he wouldn't even
Rub
parang
it off.
attack me
Yeah.
because of that. And dahil ganun yung nagiging relationship natin, love, mas nafe-feel ko tuloy na it's a safe space. Kasi wala namang perfect. Sabi mo nga, may strengths, may weaknesses. So, kung yun yung weakness mo, sana ma-open mo yun sa husband mo or sa spouse mo nang hindi ka natatakot na
Right.
huhusgahan ka niya. Because that's how it should be. Dapat magtulungan tayo. Hindi pwedeng magsisihan tayo.
Tama.
There.
Ganda ng sinabi mo, magtulungan tayo versus magsisihan tayo.
Kasi it's hard, love. For some, naririnig natin, it's too late na parang baon ka na pala sa utang and by the time that you tell me, example, sobrang deep into debt na, love. And that's hard kasi ang laki na nung kailangang tapalan, tas syempre, papasok na dun yung resentment, ang dami ng mga papasok na negative feelings doon eh. So, kung umpisa pa lang na deal na yon, hindi na sana aabot to.
So guys, be honest. That's all. No?
Yes,
Be
yes.
honest, transparent, clear, and accountable to your spouses when it comes to finances.
Debts.
Kasi when it comes to debts. Kasi
Mm.
'di ba yan yung mga isa sa mga pinag-aawayan natin, the common
Yes.
causes of marital conflicts. Love, marami tayong naririnig ngayon.
Sobra.
Sobrang dami natin naririnig na yun, nag-aaway sila because of this. And we want to avoid that
Yeah.
because that will lead into separation if you
True.
don't deal with it right now or if you don't handle it properly.
Mhm.
So, nice.
Yes, that's true. So let's go to the next part. Ano
What
pa
is the
yung
next
isa?
part?
For us, let's go to overspending and impulsive buying. Napag-usapan natin yun quickly kanina, love. So, overspending, sabi nila, ang pinanggagalingan daw nito, love, is stress.
Stress.
I know someone that they're a husband and wife and whenever they fight, kunwari masama yung loob niya sa asawa niya, yung way of revenge niya, pumupunta siya sa mall, tapos nag-shop till you drop talaga siya.
Okay, okay.
So, yun yung parang way
Lalaki
niya of
yung
coping.
nagsashop o yung babae?
Yung babae,
yung
syempre.
babae.
Yung
Okay.
babae. So, parang, it's usually triggered by emotions, love. Ang
Of
overspending.
course.
And for some, maybe it's a habit. It's a bad habit na nakasanayan mo. Lalo na ngayon, love, it's so easy to shop. 'Di ba? Andyan na yung mga sale. 11-11, 12-12, and so on and
Lahat
so
ng number
forth.
yan lang.
Black Friday sale, biggest sale of the year. So parang ito din yung mga things na nag-entice sa atin to buy things even when we don't need it. So how can we help our spouse, love, kung alam natin na yun yung triggers nila?
Siguro, love, how are we going to help our spouse
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to impulsive buying? Siguro yung 24-hour rule.
Okay.
Kasi sabi mo kanina, we are very impulsive. Whatever we see, oh, I like it. It's so nice. It's enticing. I want to buy it.
Yes.
I want it, but I don't need it. So why don't you try, okay, sige, I'll sleep on it. Tutulog ko muna to. At titingnan ko tomorrow kung yung same feeling ko nung nakita ko yon versus the next day, is it the same feeling? Kapag alam mong hindi at hindi mo naman kailangan, then huwag mong bilhin.
That's true.
That will
That's
really
true.
help you decide on things. And sabi ko nga kanina, di ba, before ako magbili ng isang bagay, I would ask myself, do I need it? Or I just want it?
Yeah.
And next is, can I afford it?
Mm-mm.
Magiging clutter lang to sa bahay o magagamit ko ba talaga to?
Yes.
So those are the things na pwede nating gawin para hindi tayo ma-fall into that trap of
Yes.
being an impulsive buyer.
Mm. Me naman, practical tips, no? If this is ito yung dapat kasi alam mo kung ano yung trigger mo eh. First, patayin mo yung notification. Kasi love, nag-a-alert yan sa phone mo kapag may sale or may
Okay.
magandang product, turn it off.
Kasi nga
Second,
sa cellphone na tayo ngayon eh, no?
cellphone na kasi talaga love eh. And some, ako yun, sobra akong bilib. Dinidelete nila yung app. If they feel
Wow.
that they don't need to buy anything, they delete the app. Because if that thing is not accessible to you, or if it's hard for you to access, tatamarin ka na. So minsan, kaya ka nagiging impulsive buyer kasi kaka-scroll mo, ay, mukhang okay to, bilhin ko. 'Di ba? So that's how you know it's based on impulse. Unlike when you buy something na need mo, kahit hindi mo siya nakikita, nasa isip mo siya. Kasi kailangan mo siya eh. So, practical tip lang yon. Maybe if it's something na nahihirapan ka talaga or you struggle with, kasi ang masaklap kasi dyan, love, ito na-experience ko na to. Impulsive buyer ka, 'di ba? Na-purchase mo, meron at merong regret sa dulo, love eh. May pagsisisi talaga na parang, sayang pera ko dito, ba't ko ba 'to binili? Thankfully now, may return option na. Pwede mo na siyang isole. Pero why even go there? 'Di ba? Parang for me, importante kasi sa atin, love, na we have to discipline ourselves. Kailangan kung alam natin na kahinaan natin yun, gumawa tayo ng actions para ma-change natin yung habit na yun.
Tama.
And things like that is, if it's not, di ba, sabi mo nga, love, if it's hard to access, bago mo yun ma-access, magsa-sign up ka, ida-download, tatamarin ka na, most likely, hindi mo na siya magagawa.
What I'm getting from you, maganda na sinabi mo. Parang sinasabi ni Lovey dito, out of sight, out of mind.
Yes.
Kailangan mo kasing patayin yung cue na yun eh. Na, nagpo-fall ako sa temptation na to. Ang galing ko.
Yes.
Erase it. Because out of sight, hanggat hindi mo siya nakikita, hindi mo siya maaalala.
Maaalala. Yes, I like that. When it comes to groceries, ako naman, kung napapansin mo, love, we barely go to the grocery store because I do my grocery online. Because there, kung ano lang yung nasa listahan ko, yun lang yung mabibili ko. Kasi most of the time, when we go to the grocery and we bring our kids, we really buy things we don't need. And ending nun, pag uwi namin sa bahay, kung ano yung kailangan namin, yun pa yung hindi namin nabili.
I remember.
Yeah, so those are just the things that we do. Yung mga bagay na ina-apply namin so that we can manage really our expenses or para talaga mapigilan yung pagiging impulsive buying. Okay.
Next point, my love.
Next point is budgeting. Ayan. I'm gonna be very honest. Why is it important to budget, no? Nung unang binring up ni VJ yung idea of budgeting, sumama talaga yung loob ko. Hindi ako sanay ng binabudget. Yung parang, bakit may limit? Bakit hanggang dito lang? Parang, nahirapan talaga akong tanggapin siya. But, eventually, I realized kailangan siya eh. Because, we need to set guardrails on things, on certain aspects in our marriage. Because if we don't, pag walang control, parang kung saan-saan na lang, alam mo yan, love, magulo. So parang, I really, thank goodness that I also have learned the importance of that. But to be honest, it was not easy for me at first, especially before getting married. Yun, love. So why is budgeting important?
Well, para makita mo kasi dito, like now, we have a big trip coming.
Yes.
So, talagang, nagmi-meeting kami. We have a trip. It's a 1-month trip. And talagang I included my sons, Nathan and Ice. Sabi ko, Nathan and Ice, this is what's gonna happen. Kasi di ba dati kapag nagtitrip kami, pag sanay sila ng mga bata sila, sumusunod lang yan eh. But now, I'm including them doon sa plano, what's gonna happen in our 1 month trip. So para for them to be able to see na, oh, si dad pala ganito magplano from day one, like in-include ko, I made ano tawag nun, love?
A Canva
A Canva, a
presentation.
presentation for
He
them.
asked Nathan to really like put all the details there.
So lahat ng mga details nandun. So from ano yung weather, ano yung gagawin, from time, this is where we're going, ilang oras tayo dyan, saan tayo kakain. And why am I including them doon sa trip? Is because for them to be able to learn and to be able to see, oh, si dad grabe, ganito pala mag-plan when it comes to their finances, na si daddy, pinaplano ni daddy even yung mga tickets na bibilhin.
Yes.
Para at least sila mismo, they will learn and they will see na, this is how I plan with our money.
Yes.
Because again, we have to understand that we are not the owners of our money.
yes.
We are just stewards of our money. So we have to be faithful when we spend, or when we on or how we handle our money.
Mm-mm.
So yun, may meeting talaga kami and hindi pa kami actually tapos. Patapos pa lang.
That's true.
Actually, I think tonight, sabi ni Nathan, he will finish it.
Yes.
So, yun.
Yeah.
Yan, my
So,
love.
it's very important to do that para walang gulatan. 'Di ba, love? Kasi ang hirap nung, ganito kalaki yung ginastos natin. 'Di ba? Parang ito, dahil naka-itemize siya, handa yung puso mo at alam mo kung hanggang saan pa yung kaya mong
Tama.
igastos.
Or halimbawa, oh love, ito pala yung money mo. Let's just say $2,000. O, sa'yo na yan. Bahala ka on how you are going to spend it. Para at least siya, alam niya na meron siyang, oh, I only have $2,000.
Yeah. And then you have to be, of course, mindful how you're going to spend it. Hindi yung go lang ng go. And I want to share this because this is so nice. You know, budgeting is not punishment, but it's permission. 'Di ba? Kasi when you see it
Not
as punishment,
but a
permission.
permission. Ganda nun,
Kasi when you see it as punishment, parang feeling mo pag binabudget ka, pinaparusahan ka, kinakawawa ka, tsaka nililimitahan ka. When in reality, it's just really permission that you should feel privileged and grateful na buti nga may budget. 'Di ba, love? Na parang at the end of the day, it's really about mindset. 'Di ba? Na parang we put these guardrails on certain things, especially in our financial spending, kasi it's also for our protection. Because just like any of us, if we do things ng
Without
mindlessly
self-control. Yeah,
or
there you go.
walang planning, then we all fall into something tas magtataka ka, paano nangyari sa akin to? So this is how we set up guardrails in our financial stewardship. Because lahat to, hindi pwedeng go, go, go lang. Tapos walang limitation. So for me, that's how I see budgeting. 'Di ba? Na dapat yon makita mo siya as something that is good and not something that is bad. Yun.
So siguro love, no, as we end, in the book of Ecclesiastes, ang sabi doon, two is better than one. So in our finances, in our money, on how we handle, spend, on how we will, spend it or budget it, we need to be as one. Because ang sabi
Yes.
doon, two is better than one. Husband and wife, that is your teammate. You need to have teamwork in your relationship for it to grow, for it to prosper, and for it to be better.
Yes. And lastly, just to add, to be able to have this kind of unity, yung financial unity, isa rin ito sa pinaka-foundation to have emotional security and intimacy in a marriage. Kasi kung wala kayong tinatago sa isa't isa, it draws you closer to each other. And it makes your foundation stronger. Kasi honesty is always very, very important in anything, in any relationship, all the more in a marriage. So being financially open and transparent and honest with your spouse, with everything, in everything, it creates emotional intimacy. Kasi pag yun love, yung emotional intimacy kasi importante yun in a marriage eh. Pag dun kasi nagkulang, paano na siyang maliit na crack? Tapos unti-unti na siyang lumalaki kasi nga nawawala na yung unity, nagkakanya-kanya na. And kapag nagkanya-kanya na, ang nangyayari na, nagpupunta na tayo sa survival mode. So, yun, parang for me, isa to sa foundation na nililay natin if we really want to thrive in our marriage.
There you go, Lovey. So, that's it for our episode, and see you again on
Staying afloat with VJ and Camille.